Good morning, everybody. First 4 to 5 meteorologist Melissa Meeder here. It is 8:10 on your Friday morning. It is going to be getting hot. It is going to be getting humid, and it will be that way for the next several days. First warns are in place for today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. So the next 4 days have 4 first warns in place. Let's break down what to expect today. So for today, of course, we're hot, we're humid. It's the first day of that heat wave. Here's a look at what we can expect for today. Mostly sunny conditions. A first warn is in place. 93 as our high temperature. We're feeling as hot as 100 to 105 degrees. Hot and humid, of course. I think we're mostly sunny. Maybe a few clouds start to build in. That is going to be due to a system that's to the northeast in Nebraska at this point. So that could filter in a little bit of cloud cover a little bit later in the day. So don't be surprised if you see some clouds at some point. But overall, I think the day, for the most part, is mostly sunny. We then will have a little bit of a breeze, so there will be some air movement out there, but it's not going to be a cool breeze. The southerly breeze, 5 to 10 miles per hour, could occasionally gust up to 20 miles an hour. So keep that in mind. Mostly sunny, hot today. We will have a heat advisory that goes into effect starting at 1 o'clock, continues through 7 across the area today and tomorrow. So Saturday, we rinse and repeat for that heat advisory as well. Right now, temperatures are hanging out mainly in that kind of mid to upper 70 degree range. It's 76 at KCI. It is a little bit cooler in Olathe at 75, 74 in Lawrence, and warmest in Lee Summit at 78 degrees. We will continue to see those temperatures warm up quick. We are in the low 80s by 10, upper 80s by noon, and already 90 at 1. I think in the noon time frame, we're probably already feeling like the mid to upper 90s at least. By 1 o'clock, we start feeling like the triple digits. It is going to be a very hot and humid afternoon. High temperatures today will, of course, reach the 90s, as I mentioned, but as hot as 98 degrees in Butler. It'll be coolest, and we'll say maybe not as hot instead of coolest, in Maryville and Bethany at 91. We're situated here at 93 degrees in Kansas City. So it's going to be hot. It will be very humid today. And we will continue that streak over the next several days. So keep in mind those first warns in place today all the way through Monday for that hazardous heat and humidity. So why this heat wave is important is because it's going to last several days, for one. For two, heat index values for several days well into the triple digits. And we're not going to see all that much of relief as we go into the overnight. Air conditioners are going to be working overtime. We're not going to be able to, cool down as efficiently because of how warm it will be through the night. So high temperatures over the next 3 days are going to be well into the 90s. 93 for today, 95 on Saturday, feeling the hottest on Saturday, and actually the hottest on Saturday, 93 on Sunday. After Saturday, we slowly tick down temperature-wise, but it is still a hazardous heat. We're 92 on Monday and 90 on Tuesday. Feels like conditions, you're going to see a lot of triple digits here on this board, feeling like 105 today, 107 on Saturday, 104 on Sunday. Saturday, as I mentioned, will be the hottest day. We then get to Monday. Feels like temperatures of around 103 degrees. And then on Tuesday, we finally start to get a little bit of that break down, I should say, from that heat. We're feeling like 100 degrees on Tuesday. So hot, we're humid during the day, and then we are warm and humid at night. Saturday morning temperatures in the mid-70s. Same thing goes for Sunday morning. Same thing goes for Monday morning. Our normal temperatures are in the upper 60s. So we are, 5+ degrees warmer than we usually are. Air conditioners are going to struggle here over the next couple of days. We aren't going to see a lot of cloud cover here either, both overnight as well as into the day side of it. So just a lot of sun will be occurring, and keep in mind ways I like to keep my house a little bit cooler is keeping the blinds shut, all day, which I like seeing the sun, but it is what it is. To be able to keep that house as cool as possible, your apartment or whatever it is, as cool as possible, is to keep those shades closed over the course of the next couple of days. And they always tell you to keep those thermostats not quite as low. By the time we get into the 7-day forecast, there is going to be some relief in sight. So the 90s, hang on. Let me move myself out of the area. Out of the box so we could see it. But We'll be in the 90s today all the way through Tuesday. As you can see, on Tuesday, we slowly start to break and get the chance for rain and storms. There's going to be a cold front that moves through. That cold front timing still kind of unknown. It looks like at this point, kind of Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. It could be as early as Tuesday evening. So that's something that will be ironed out here over the next couple of days. But we know that there will be the chance for rain and storms from that frontal boundary, more cloud cover from that frontal boundary, which will help keep us not as hot. And then after that front moves through, we get cooler conditions. So already by Wednesday, we're into the upper 80s. We're closer to normal then. And then we will be in the mid 80s by the time we get to Thursday. So Thursday, the coolest day of the next 7, mostly sunny. We're dry. Temperatures are in that mid 80 degree mark. Humidity values will hopefully start to kind of back off after that frontal boundary moves through the area as well. So that's the look at the 7-day forecast. I wanted to show you again our planning calendar because we're getting closer to the weekend. So some fun things that are happening over the weekend. Of course, we got the Royals that are here all weekend, but we also have some other things that are happening. One of those being, of course, 816 Day. That is on Saturday. They're having a block party at Zona Rosa. That's at the Central Park. It's from 3 to 7. That is going to be music as well as vendors and food and things like that. It will be hot. It will be humid, as I mentioned. Feels like temperatures will be well into the triple digits. So if you are going to go to any outdoor events this weekend or really over the next 4 days, make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're staying safe in the heat. Find yourself a shady spot if you're going to be out there for a long period of time. Please be very careful. Otherwise, we'll see sunshine, hot, humid conditions. And then as we jump to Sunday, Sunday is the KC Pet Project patio party. That starts at 6:30 at KC Pet Project. And this will be a benefit concert for the shelter. So we'll be in the lower 90s by 6 and 8 o'clock, upper 80s by the time we get to 10. So we know a lot of things are happening across the area this weekend. Wanted to make you aware of them, but make sure if you are out and about, you are staying hydrated, staying safe in the heat. Same thing goes if you're just going to the pool. It is going to be very hot and humid out there. Make sure you're being careful and make sure you're wearing that SPF as well. The sun's rays are going to be strong as we go into the weekend. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the day of Friday and, of course, a wonderful weekend.